SHOT Show 2016 at the Air Venturi booth with Gene. How you doing, brother?
Nice to how you doing?
Good to see you again.
Yeah,
it's been a little time. I think about 4 years was when we actually did an interview with you and talked to you at the range, on range day.
At the range.
Yeah.
The new electric guns, the repeating air guns.
Those were great. That was so fun. Great pieces.
Shooting steel.
Off on the far east end of the range. I think it's now the shotgun area.
That's right.
They change things around a little bit.
All the time.
Yeah. So just out of curiosity, relatively modest company at the time. I think you were just on the upswing, you might say. You've been around, but you were on the upswing.
Yep.
What has happened in the last 4 years? What's happened with Air Venturi?
Well, the last 4 years, a lot has happened. Moved from a 23,000 square foot building to a 70,000 square foot building. We probably added 15 employees. We added another gunsmith, Derek. He's come to us. And
how you doing, Eric?
Yeah.
When'd you come on board, brother?
About 2013.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Good deal. Outstanding.
Yep.
Family member? Nope. Okay. Good to see it.
And what we have is this is a new Air Venturi wing shot. This was launched back in September.
Okay.
You can see the footage of it on American Air Gunner. But PCP shotgun, effective to about 30 yards. Takes little shot capsules.
I was just going to ask about
125 grains. You can buy them with number 6 or number 8 shot.
And in a standard loading of, say, this almost looks 410 caliber.
Yeah, this is a 50 caliber bore.
Okay.
And the capsule holds 125 grains of either number 6 or number 8 shot. You know, whatever you want to put in it.
Right.
Or you can buy them pre-charged. We sell them both ways.
Okay, so you can self-load these, or you can buy them ready to go.
Yeah, if you would like to even put smaller shot in there for snake or something, and go with number 9s or something, you get more in there. You can. You can also go.
Would this be legal to hunt upland game or what have you? Do you know?
Oh yeah, in states that allow, like say in our state of Ohio, you're allowed to hunt small game with an air gun.
Okay.
So technically, I could hunt doves with this in Ohio.
Right. Okay. Beautiful.
Just have to know your game laws. The problem with game laws is every state is different,
and sometimes even regions of the state might be different depending on where you are.
Absolutely.
So this would be a game, could be a game gun, and the report on this. How would it match up with? And I'm kind of looking at the shot casing that you're using. Again, we're looking at maybe about like a 410 size.
Exactly.
How would the report compare to, say, a 410 shotgun shot?
Oh, much quieter. You're talking the decibels way down. This is about the same noise as the 50 caliber Dragon Claw we were shooting.
Right, which is
based on the same frame. Of course, naturally a smooth bore barrel, a choke, no sights, a bead sight.
Right.
And the stocks obviously drop for a shotgun.
Right.
So, but it's the same engine, the same valving and everything that the 50 caliber ran.
What would our price point be on this?
$750 retail.
$750 retail.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Phenomenal. Now, what else do you have that's new?
Well, we also came out with the Duke revolvers, which are nickel and weathered, fluid look.
Right, kind of like it's been in the holster for a while.
Yeah, and this is an Air Venturi exclusive. We have the licensing for the Duke product, so this is a licensed John Wayne product. Very neat revolver because you load it and operate it just like a peacemaker. As you can see, the cylinders. It's poured out for a cylinder, absolutely. Then the cartridges, you drop your BB into the cartridge, then you drop your cartridge into the gun. So it's just like loading a real peacemaker. The ejector rod works and everything.
Now I got to pop off a little bit. This reminds me a lot of I won't say, I don't know if I should say the name, but there was a BB gun that was manufactured probably when you were a kid and I was a
Crossman.
kid. There you go.
Yep.
Identical to this, but this is going to shooting the same BB, but a lot higher velocity.
A little bit, but the beauty of this is an actual licensed Colt copy.
Right.
So this is the exact same dimensions as the Peacemaker, but that original Crossman gun, of course, the technology at the time, the CO2 cartridge was housed under here. It was very clumsy.
Right.
The CO2 cartridge is housed in the grip on this gun.
Now, and we'll look at that in a bit. I'm also thinking of, I believe it was a Daisy that was made like this, where the BBs were loaded into the
ejector rod
housing, and you just strip them in through that way. And again, and that's what I was referring to when I said much higher velocity. I remember being able to see those arc towards your arch enemy.
These shoot in the vicinity of 375 to 400, so they're going pretty good.
Yeah.
You're definitely not going to see them,
Yeah.
But then as you can see, the ejector rod, we just kick her on out.
So it ejects the casing just like it's in the casing.
Just like it's in the firearm, yep.
Phenomenal. And that's about the same weight. I mean, I don't know the
Yes.
exact weight, but it feels darn close to a regular Colt.
Thicker to add balance, to add weight to it, But like I said, that is a licensed copy. So if you have a Peacemaker, it's going to feel the same for you.
Right, and of course, I almost forgot, you're not allowed to have actual ammo, but basically standard
Smart
BBs.
shot.
Yeah, standard BBs.
Now
Very
the
good.
nice thing here, this is actually, in my opinion, this is more exciting of a product than the guns. These are Smart Shot BBs. Instead of being steel BBs that are zinc or copper plated, copper washed, these are lead core BBs that are double copper plated. They're low ricochet. When they hit the steel target
They flatten.
or wall, they flatten and drop.
Yeah.
They might bounce back at the most 3 to 4 feet off of the steel plate. If you had a dead 90-degree steel plate, it might come back 4 feet.
Right.
But you're not going to get hit with ricochets like you would with the steel BB.
Right,
Because the steel
right.
BB doesn't dump any energy in the target, it just comes back at you at the same power it went at it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
so
pretty darn close to
This
it.
changes the game because all the steel targets that we're now selling, you can do dueling trees and things like that, and it's much safer.
Now, if you had to use this BB as on a snake, you're
Right.
also going to get some deformation on penetration, so it's going to act a little more like
Absolutely.
lead.
It is lead. It's double thickness copper plating around a lead core.
Around a lead core.
It's a
So it's going to
lead
deform
core.
just like a lead bullet would,
Exactly.
or similar.
And these are a little more precise than the steel BBs too, as far as they're just a little bigger and they tend to group a little better.
A little more balance on
A
them.
little more balance on them. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Yep.
Anything else that's new?
Yeah, we have another exciting product from Russia. A couple different things, actually. The first product we'll talk about, we're on the CO2 guns, is we have the license for the ISSC M22 CO2. Make an excellent understudy pistol for backyard blinking training, and
Yeah.
it does have a detachable magazine. It also has a slide release. So
So for training purposes, this would work perfect.
Yeah, it would work for that, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And yep, and it also has the white outline sights.
Right.
So that's another new product. But really, to top all
Yeah.
of this, the
Yeah.
Adamant
Nice heft too.
from Russia. It's called the Adamant.
Adamant.
Adamant. Yep.
Adamant.
This is filled to 4,500 psi, 300 bar. Has a regulator, puts the same pressure on the valve every shot. It's extremely accurate. Basically, this is a hunting powered target gun. It has a regulator like a target gun, but it has the power of a field gun.
Okay.
So
What's the caliber on this one?
now this one, 177, 22, and 25.
Okay, so it comes in the variety of
Yep.
calibers.
And this
What would
one
the
has
price
a
point be
forward-
on this?
Price point in this is going to be probably right around 1,500 retail.
Right around 1,500. Folding stock, that's nice too.
Yep. And of course, since you have that, you can adjust it to fit you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Nice and locking. I like this folder.
Yeah.
Very similar to an FAL style folding stock.
Yep.
I mean,
Very
it's not
similar
identical,
to
very
the,
similar. Yeah.
The Russian, the AK-74 side folder is very similar.
Right, right. Nice and sturdy.
Rugged. Yep.
I like the heft on this. The balance.
Try the pistol grip. It's very ergonomic. I love the pistol grip. It's very well done.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Nice. Very nice. Is this available now?
Should be this spring.
This spring?
This spring,
Okay.
yep.
Just real
Launch it in
quickly,
your
I forgot
shop.
to ask, but what would the price point be on the M22? Approximate.
About $90 retail.
Around $90. Is this available now?
Yes, that will be available. I believe in February, right?
In February?
Yeah, February, yep.
And then the Duke, price point on it and availability.
MSRP on the Duke is $160, and they are available now. They've been available for a couple months now.
Very good. Well, Gene, I appreciate the additional
You're welcome.
updates.
Yes.
I'm glad to see you guys are still. I'm glad to see you're still around. First of
Oh,
all,
yeah.
and even happier to see you thriving because
Very much so.
4 years ago, I don't think your booth was quite like this. You got to have the extra coin to be able to do that.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Very quickly, since you're around, safe inert gas, do you have a favorite cigar?
I don't smoke cigars.
cigars?
No, no
Okay.
cigars.
What
I
about
like whiskey, though?
I was going to ask. That was the next
That's
question.
right.
Particular whiskey that you prefer?
I like Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels?
Always like Jack
Good old
Daniels.
basic American
Yeah.
stuff?
Yep.
Okay. Well, listen, you have a good one.
All right.
Have a Jack Daniels
I
on
will.
me tonight,
I will.
and
I will.
and we'll see you guys real soon.
Absolutely.
Okay, Gene, we're going to continue.
Yeah.
You've got a new bullpup design.
Absolutely. We have been wanting this for years. Aaron's has finally launched it. They finally got it perfected the way they want it. This is a lovely bullpup. The biggest problem, of course, with most bullpup rifles is that they're sort of a, they're a full-length gun. They put it in a different stock, and now you have your charging handle back here, and you have to dismount the gun for your repeating shots. This bullpup was done right. Right now it's set up. This is also a truly ambidextrous bullpup because we're able to change a cocking handle. But now it's set up for a right-hander. So me as a right-handed shooter, I run the gun with my left hand, fire.
Let me pull that. Let me
go.
pull that around for you too. Go ahead and squeeze.
There you go.
And I'm going to just rotate this. So,
Yeah.
so this is set up for the right-hand configuration
Yep.
with the, I was going to say charging handle, but the cocking handle here on the left side. So, and you'll show us here in just a moment.
Yeah.
But so you can run this. You cock it, lock it, and earlier you were letting me handle this. The trigger on this, we'll go into that in a moment, but it's just
Two-stage.
phenomenal, amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Two-stage, about 2 pounds.
And it's ambidextrous, so you can just remove it, bolt it on the right side of the
to the
frame.
other side, and it's a truly ambidextrous gun. And this model here is just a prototype with an 11 mil rail, but for the United States market, it's going to come with a Weaver rail.
Right.
So you'll have a Weaver rail, so you can take any firearm scope. Another nice thing too, seeing as it's a PCP, you don't need an air gun rated scope. You don't have that forward going recoil, so you could put any favorite scope you have on it.
I was just going to ask you about that. If you need the air rated or the spring rated
do not need
scope.
a spring rated scope in this.
So you can switch out with whatever you want.
Yeah, I just suggest that you get a scope with the good parallax that you can get down to about 10 yards with, because the parallax, it really, when you're shooting that close in, you don't want to be using a rimfire scope parallax at 50 yards.
Now you mentioned that this is a prototype. Will they be doing iron sights for this as well, or?
There will be no iron sights, because what they're going to do is, for the United States market, they're going to put a Weaver rail up here for us. That way you'll be able to put whatever you want up there. If you like an aim point, you can put an aim point on it. If you like a RMR, you can put an RMR. If you like a 4x32 scope, you can put that on there. You can put whatever you want on there.
Now what's the magazine situation on this?
Magazine capacity, this is a repeater.
I'll hold this for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
You're good.
Yep.
You're good.
All right.
I'll take the platform, and you can talk about the mag.
The magazines are very well engineered. This is a 10-shot magazine. How this works, as you cycle the gun, the little pawl inside the gun, when you run that little lever on the side, it runs a mechanism that indexes just like a revolver cartridge.
Well, this is similar to the magazine that you had 4 years ago, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is the same Air Arms magazine. So if you already own a 410 or a 510 rifle, you have a magazine or magazines. One nice thing too, they're doing with this gun, they're going to offer, this gun's going to come with 2 magazines instead of 1.
Okay.
So that's a nice feature. I mean, seeing as the magazines are about $40 retail.
I was just going to ask you, what do you believe the price point might be on this?
We're thinking the price point, I'm thinking it's going to be possibly anywhere from $1,500 to $1,700. The problem with stuff coming from England, of course, is the pound is so strong to the dollar.
Yeah.
Hurts us on the buy side.
Yeah.
But
it comes with 2 magazines, and spare magazines are around $40.
Yep, about $40.
Very good. Time frame on availability on this?
We're shooting for April and May.
April, May 2016?
Yep.
Very good, Gene. Well, listen, we're going to look forward to possibly handling one of those. I do have another question. What do you believe the caliber availability will be?
We're going to have the 3 standard, what they call the small bore air rifle calibers, 177, 22, and 25.
Okay.
So also known as 4.5, 5.5, and 6.35 millimeter in England.
No possibility of a 50 cal?
On this platform, no, due to it's more of a small bore rifle valve. This doesn't have the flow.
The valve wouldn't work.
The valve wouldn't work. Yeah, it couldn't be done.
I can dream a little bit, though. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to see that in it.
Beautiful. Well, again, have a safe travels home.
There's another gun I had to show you.
Okay.
That came out. It was launched last year at the SHOT Show, but you have to see it. It's a 45 caliber air rifle made in America, the Air Force Texan.
Beautiful.
Shoots a 45-70 bullet, a 405 grain bullet. You have to see it. We'll show you that.
Okay.
It's definitely exciting stuff.
Okay, Gene, this is the rifle you were talking about, the game changer for game, I imagine.
Yep.
This is called the Air Force
Texan.
Air Force Texan.
Yep. This
Looks like a rifle that would be handy in Texas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This rifle is 45 caliber. It uses a .457 bullet.
Like a 45...
45-70 projectile. As a matter of fact, the gun was designed around a 405 grain bullet going 750 feet per second to make 500 foot-pounds of energy. This is the most powerful production air rifle made.
Anywhere that you know of.
Yeah, I would say that's production. Anything more powerful is a custom one-off. You wait a year to get it.
Or more.
You can go to our website and buy this tomorrow. You can buy it today.
What would the price point be on
The price point's about $1,050. 1080 range.
And this, and again, ammunition for this rifle is obviously an air canister or pressure.
Yep.
And you could go and buy lead, or are you able to shoot
Pack
solid
your own.
45-70 bullets?
Absolutely. This shoots the 45-70 405. We also sell the 350. There's also a 215 grain lead semi-wad cutter that shoots pretty good in this. I'll tell you guys, a 215 grain lead semi-wad cutter goes 1,000 feet per second in this gun.
Wow.
Let's make it some. You're talking 40, more than a 45 ACP for power.
Right, right. And then, just out of curiosity, you know, there is a 45-70 load that's like a solid bronze or a solid, you know, it's not lead.
Actually,
would
these
would that
guns,
feed through this?
No, you should not, because I'm sure it would fire through it, but the problem is that these guns, the big bore air guns, are all designed to run on soft lead.
Okay.
Think of this like a muzzle loader. You just want to, if you want to be cheap and just go shoot some cinder blocks and giggle and have fun, just put some 495, you know, put some, you know, 457 round balls in it, 143 grain round balls.
Right.
If you're going to hunt, of course, you're going to use a solid projectile like the 215 or a 350 or a 405.
Right.
But that's where this gun really stands out, is with that 405. It was engineered around that to get that 500 foot-pounds.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Now you said that one of the means that Air Force is able to achieve this velocity is by I think you said it was the valve.
Yes,
valve
the
design?
valving. If you look at the valve, it has, you know, it's a proprietary valve that they engineered to get the amount of airflow you need out of a gun of this, out of a tank of this size.
Right. Wow.
Another thing too that's always been, I think, the strongest point of the Air Force gun's design is, think about, you know, physics class, laminar and turbulent flow. This is straight flow. This is laminar flow. It goes right out of the tank, right to the projectile. A lot of your PCP's air is rerouted through valve and
Right.
regulators and things. And you have a lot of turbulent flow. You lose a lot of energy getting
And
the air
pressure,
there. This
yeah.
is straight out, you know.
Yeah.
And the other reason they were able to get that kind of velocity out of that big projectile is, of course, the 34-inch barrel. It's a Lothar Walther barrel from Germany. So this gun's extremely accurate. Very powerful.
It's got some great.
It's a game changer. I mean, people need to know about this. They did launch this last year in 2015, so it's been out for. The product was available last year in April. So.
And the action on this is a side cocking
Yeah,
handle.
you just run this up, drop your projectile in. If I had air on my tank, take your safety off, fire your shot.
Wow.
Yep.
Phenomenal, phenomenal.
Yep.
And with this, you could carry spare tanks in the field with you.
You could, but you know, the easiest thing to do with this and a gun like this, this gun, depending on the bullet, the heavier bullets, the way the valve is designed, the heavier bullets, the valve stays open longer to push them harder.
Right.
The lighter bullets, it meters a little less air, and it's all designed into the valve. So you can get about 10 shots with round balls or lighter bullets for this. So for hunting, 10 shots more than enough. You wouldn't even need to carry a reload of air with you.
Right, right.
You know?
And then
Just a pocket full of balls or bullets and you're set.
yeah. Okay,
Yep.
very good. Listen, that's a
welcome.
great piece.
I know
Thank
you
sir.
guys will get a kick out of it.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
and I'll tell you, it's a blast to shoot them.
I can well imagine.
That's right.
Take